In the news tonight, power outage hits GPL customers. Vice President calls for better communication from GPL.
Kingston, they told me it's a problem they developed at Kingston with that substation, something to do with their battery.
And late September, likely earliest date for Guyana elections, says Commissioner Corbyn.
The earliest possible time for an election being able to be delivered by GCOM would be late September.
Residents and businesses in parts of Guyana were left without electricity for hours on Thursday morning, drawing sharp criticism from customers and prompting a call for greater transparency from Vice President Barry Jagdeo. The power outage, which affected several areas, stemmed from a technical fault at the Kingston substation, according to Jagdeo, who said the utility company briefed him on the issue. There was a problem at the Kingston substation and some issues with the battery there, Jagdeo told reporters. It has nothing to do with the availability of power. We have enough power generating in the system, but they developed a problem at Kingston today.
I was upset with them because I thought that we're going back to the past.
It's a problem?
Yes, Kingston. They told me it's a problem they developed at Kingston with that substation, something to do with their battery. But you can get more about it later.
GPL should be out there immediately explaining what the problem is to the people, Jagdeo said.
GPL should keep people informed through social media. They should be sending out this information and also pay people in the social media to carry their messages. They're doing it on the traditional media, and nobody looks at traditional media anymore. Nobody looks at traditional media. People just on their phone all day long. They don't have time to go and look at a TV station or something like that. They're going to put out a notice and scroll it on some TV station, and they think they've done their job. So sometimes it's inept management in these agencies. They already have the policy direction and approval from the government. Please do so. But they just sit on their hands. They just treat these things like routine. They fall asleep at their offices and all sorts of things. But it's not for lack of direction. Like they should be out there immediately explaining what the problem is to people. Just put out a notice, put it on your page, the GPL page, send a message to all the media houses. Have your paid people who are influencers, but not in the political area,
The outage led to widespread frustration among residents, especially those dependent on electricity for work and essential services.
Extra lime, lemon, and you will agree. Extra lemon and lime, it's the two combined. It's one of a kind. Extra lemon and lime. And when we drink it, drink extra. And when we drink it, drink extra. When we drink it, drink extra. Hey, well if you're in the party or line, I don't like it from the first time. When you see the two, they combine. It's a drink and taste, you will never decline. Extra lemon and lime, it's the two combined. Extra lemon and lime. Extra lemon and lime. Taste the citrus in every sip.
One of the things that would distinguish us from the other guys is our advancement in technology when it comes to security. We've been able to actually go ahead and provide home security service, and drone service, among the other service that would have significantly contributed to securing society as a whole.
Running late and can't wait to the gate? We got you. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited has introduced a fast and easier way to make payments to your accounts through the GT&T mobile money services. Here's how. Click on the MMG app. Under Services, select Pay Bills. When you are there, look for the Financial Institution option. Once that is done, select Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited to pay your loan or make payments to your savings. Payments to the credit union made easier. GPS CCU, the credit union you can bank on.
The earliest possible date for Guyana's next general elections is likely to be late September, according to Charles Corbin, an opposition-nominated commissioner of the Guyana Elections Commission. Corbin told reporters outside of GECOM headquarters this week that the election is constitutionally due between the 1st of September and the 1st of December 2025. There was a request for the production of a work plan that will provide an indication as to the earliest possible date, Corbin said.
That plan has been submitted. We have not had the opportunity to discuss it, but it does indicate, before I read, it does indicate that late September would be the earliest possible date in accordance with those considerations, independently of the Secretariat, that we'll be able to deliver. Our primary review of those, of the content of it, indicates that it is quite possible issues which we identified before may militate against that timeline based on all the considerations for which we have considered before and determined that the timing may not be in accord with some of those proposals. But in accordance with their proposal, the earliest possible time for an election being able to be delivered by GECOM would be late September. In accordance with the normal requirements, an election would be required anytime between the 1st of September and the 1st of December, provided that the president doesn't act before and call an election for which he has the prerogative anytime before that time.
According to Corbin, while there are these general considerations, there are internal requirements for the amount of time that should be elapsed between nomination and election day.
The amount of time, by our experience, between the extraction of a PLE and the delivery of an RLE and it being posted. And if you put that into consideration, you will find, there are other issues which are tied up both in legislation and in practical occurrence. So that, for instance, if you have an objection, there is a process during that has to be followed that require, how much time the person would have to correct something and so on. So there are lots of, while those are outside dates, internally there are specific procedures which have both a legislated time and a practical time. So for instance, the parties contesting the elections need to have in their possession the list for which they must use to get their nominators and candidates in their hands prior to nomination day. And so while that is not legislated, it is a consideration which GECOM will have to say, how much time do you make available the list from which the contestants would be able to comply with the requirements of the legislation.
Meanwhile, the parliamentary opposition has called for the introduction of biometrics verification and a clean voters list before the country heads to the polls.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabroek Market.
The Guyana Police Force has issued wanted bulletins for 3 men in connection with the killing of horse cart operator Chandio Singh during an alleged robbery in All Boys Town. The suspects have been identified as 22-year-old Damian Bob, also known as Black Hands, 21-year-old Tyrese Mullen, who also goes by Kevin Mullen, and 31-year-old Ryan Goodluck. The police are asking anyone with information on the whereabouts of the trio to call 911 or the nearest police station. Meanwhile, a fourth suspect, 25-year-old Prince Jackman, has already been charged in the case. He appeared before Acting Chief Magistrate Faith Magustin Tuesday and was remanded to prison. Jackman was not required to enter a plea as the charge is indictable. His next court appearance is scheduled for May 7th. The police allege that Singh was killed during the course of a robbery involving all 4 men. Investigations into the incident are ongoing. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.